Hoodies and sweats are the biggest reason why people gain weight during the wintertime. You stop seeing your body.
Oh. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another edition of Dads on Purpose, the podcast. I'm your host, Josh Ashford, and as always, I got the big homie KB, Mr. Kevin Brigance. How you doing, bro?
What up, baby? Yes, sir. What's up, family?
I'm so glad you did that instead of the y'all. Kev was gonna blink his camera instead of screaming every episode, and I praise God. I talk my man's out of it because that's not what we do. Kev, most of our listeners are on the podcast. They don't really do the YouTube thing, which is fine, but it is what it is.
It's all good. I love my podcast family. Thank you guys so much for listening.
You good?
Yeah.
You good? Yo, we got Cortez Hicks. Sorry, Ted. We got Tez, Mr. SweatWith Swagg. Bro, how are you doing, man?
Yo, represent Chicago. I feel like I'm here. I've made it. I appreciate the reminder. I was like, all right, let's do this. First time actually on a podcast, so I'm really excited about this. Like you're the first podcast experience, so it's been something I've been wanting to do. So I'm here. I'm ready to talk about some dad stuff with some other dads, and saying this fatherhood.
Bro, have you? So you want to do your own podcast, or you haven't been on a podcast at all?
I've never been on a podcast. Period.
Oh,
really?
Yeah. And I've been thinking about like doing a podcast or like doing my own, but I've never been on one. So I like the setup. I appreciate how it all came together. I feel like I need me a microphone, so I feel like I'm at a uniform.
Okay, family. So we got to do this right. We need to welcome Tez to the Dads on Purpose podcast.
I'm sitting here like we've never done that before.
We never have. But that's a good first for everything.
Right. No, but Ted, here's the thing though, bro. We've had people on our podcast that have been on many podcasts that have never been on any. And I think what's so dope is that people like this is just us, man. Like I don't think the flow of how we've changed, like how we've been interacting and conversating things like that has changed since, but when we first got on this platform with you today and to now to when we started the podcast, like this is just how we talk. Like this, we just out here having a good time.
Right.
But people say that's right, Kev. Like that's not how other shows go.
Yeah, man. They say, man, when they're here, it just feels like at home, and they feel like the other shows are really just like interview-ish. And man, we fellas, man, we just love to kick back, bro. We want to get the truth.
Tell me about your kids. When did you realize? No, anyway. I'm excited about this one because listen, like I know we've had this conversation before, Kev. We had this conversation with DJ. It was like I think it was like our third episode, and he was in the middle of doing 75 hard. And I was like, bro, I need to have this conversation about being fat because, you know what I'm saying, your boy, you know what I'm saying, I like the snacky snack. But I just, we going to get into that in a minute, but I just, here's the thing. I had epiphany today.
Epiphany?
Yes. Thank you. I had epiphany today.
I got you. I know where you're going.
And it like punched me in the face, bro. And I'm just like, this is our show. We real on here. And I know this, that I have had a history my entire life of starting and stopping things. I'm fully aware of that. I know it's a horrible habit, and that's part. So one of the things I'm doing to combat that is like I told Kev, I was like, yo, we're doing 52 episodes.
Yeah.
Like I don't care what happens. If we just got to go me and you, we're doing 52 episodes, a full year of episodes. And to me, that's kind of combat my starting and stopping. But I've realized like I've been like on and off with this like diet, being in shape, not even diet, man, but just like being dedicated.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yo, like I have been trash, bro. And I'm like, yo, like I'm excited to have Taz back on here because I think that's what we're building here is a community. And it's good to have accountability and just like get a gut check sometimes. You know what I mean? And so for those that don't know, Tez has a shop. Tez, tell them about your shop. I was gonna break it down, but I'm gonna let you do it.
Right. So actually, it's two parts. So for those who may be watching this online, they were like, "Yo, what's the Mr SweatWith Swagg thing?" So I've actually got my background in fitness, been in the fitness industry for the last 10 years. Personal training, group fitness. I actually got my start doing group fitness classes in college. I was teaching white girls how to do cha-cha slide, Zumba, and all type of stuff.
What college you go to?
I went to Denison University in the middle of Granville, Ohio. So that's how I was when not the cha-cha, when the wobble and all that stuff came out. So this is 2000.
Oh, bro, that was with it.
Not early, 2009, 2010. This is before the wave really didn't hit like 11, 12.
Yeah,
I was in college when the song first broke because we had a bunch of people who were like from the South they would bring us new music all the time. So that's how I got started. So it became a passion. Worked in Chicago public schools as a teacher while doing personal training and fitness part-time for a whole 9. So that's how I got into the entire world of fitness. Then I got into nutrition because, black people didn't know how to eat right. So then I learned how to eat right and realized that the entire way that we brought up as far as eating was terrible. And we've been sabotaging ourselves.
It's terrible.
So you telling me that lard ain't supposed to be in everything?
Exactly. Or you're not supposed to fry but granted, now our generation, everybody get the air fryers and all that good stuff. But so I got into the nutrition portion of it, and then I had a fitness studio and a nutrition bar pre-COVID.
I'm about to say, what year was that?
Just pre-COVID. So I had it for a number of years in different locations around the city. Then COVID was like, no one's doing fitness classes anymore. So let me and I was doing all the classes by myself. So that also
you could have did them virtual though.
We did. So we just shut everything down and moved everything virtually. Instead of having a physical location, and then end up focusing on opening up an entire nutrition club. We call them nutrition club. So here we do weigh-ins, wellness profiles. So take your
wait, really?
Yeah.
Bro, is that so? Sorry, ADHD. That if y'all don't know, man, go follow him, SweatWith Swagg. You'll see some dope pictures. But so that scale that you have on your Instagram, that's at your shop.
So it's actually at a shop 2 doors down from me. So the beautiful part of my location is I actually have a partnership with a fitness studio boutique 2 doors down from me, like inside of my strip mall. It's 2 doors down. Nice. So if you ever go to my page and you scroll down, you ever see me in like a suit that I was working out in. They have they do something called Ems Training. They take a 2-hour workout and put it in 20 minutes. And it's a special suit that you wear and it makes all of your muscles activate. Now, it's all type of craziness, right? So I have a partnership with them. So we go back and forth with referrals. So as a part of my partnership with them, there's a machine called the InBody machine, which gives you a very, very detailed biometric scan. So it gives you not only, your normal weight and BMI, but gives you body fat, visceral fat, water intake, body age. It gives you a massive amount of numbers that you even get printed out, or you can track on an app if you're on your phone. And then every time you go in, it will give you progress. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I get mad alone at my BMI. So I don't drink water. I don't need
never check. So never go off BMI because BMI doesn't count for muscle.
Yeah.
So that's
I used to have muscle.
So BMI just says based on height and weight, you should be a person be a certain size. I mean height and age.
So for us dads who are like, looking through men's health magazines and we got all this stuff that's bombarding us, right? Like, so what should we be looking? Because you naming BMI and the
body
biometric,
fat. Body fat and visceral fat are the 2 primary numbers you need to know.
What's the second one?
Visceral
fat and visual.
Visceral fat. Visceral fat is a amount of fat around your internal organs.
Did you say visual fat?
Visceral.
Visceral. It sounds like visual to me. I was like,
I know what visual fat is. Like, I can't see the handles right now.
But wait. So
go ahead. Go back to it.
Yeah.
So you have body fat, which everyone's familiar with.
Yeah.
Then visceral fat, VISCERAL. I think I spelled that correctly. But that's the amount of fat that's around your internal organs.
Oh, that's not good.
Right. So that number should be around 8. I've seen people where that number is 15, 20. So
that's scary.
If you want to talk about like a healthy number, the number should be less than 10. Because we're talking about how much fat is around your internal organs. So this was around your kidneys, around your heart, around your that's
what's a bad number? So I'm guessing 15 is bad because you said it should be under 10, but 15 is like really bad.
it should a healthy number should be 8, 10, around in that range, right?
Okay.
So once you get past 10, okay, so once you really pass 12, because the number should be between 8 and 10, 12 or more. Now you need to start doing something, because that's not about. Yeah.
So you're telling me there's fat around your internal testing? Like, I never knew that. Like, there's fat around your.
You actually did know it. Okay, if you've watched ER, any doctor show, they say like it clogs up. Like, you've heard the term you clog up.
So like,
yeah, I've heard the term clog up your.
I hate the sight of blood. Like I hate. My wife loves Grey's Anatomy. Every time I come in the room, I'm like, turn it off. Like, I'm not with it. I don't do blood.
Okay. Bro. So you know the term clogging up your arteries.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where are your arteries?
Oh.
Yeah.
That's in here. Yeah. So you clog up your arteries with fat.
Low key, I thought it was like inside of it.
No, right.
Like inside the artery.
But how do you get rid of it though?
It has to come out.
It has to come out.
No, I get it, but like when I think like clogs up the artery, and I'm like, oh, it's like physically.
So you can burn that fat, but you can burn that fat.
Oh,
because it's still fat. So as you exercise,
right.
Wait, but this is good. This is good.
So you have fat around your. You can have fat around your heart. You can have fat in different pockets and in places around your body. You can still burn that because it came from somewhere.
So when it comes out of the arteries, it just kind of
fat goes away via gas and pee and poo. As you start exercising and stuff, like it goes and starts dissolving and stuff, and then it like comes out of your body.
So I tell my wife why I'm always gassy.
Hey man, that was a good lesson though. So not only do we have fat, but we have fat inside.
So if you ever get on a in-body scale, so you can't check it with a regular scale, or they have to do a body scan. Check your visceral fat numbers. That's the amount of fat that's around your internal organs or around the midsection area. Mm-hmm. That's the fat that's dangerous.
Yeah. So how do we get that? Where do we go to get something like that?
Depending on the gym, some specialized gyms may have it, or you can ask for a scan from your doctor's office, depending on the physicians. So
how much that costs? Yeah.
I know the scale costs a grip. That's why I don't even have one. We use theirs. But
low key, I want to know how much one costs. What'd you say it was called?
An in-body.
In-body.
Yeah, I'm about to say y'all keep talking. I'm just Googling in-body scale.
So we pretty much that would be something you can ask your doctor about, or you can because I know one of the things that I realized that we don't ask a lot when we go to the doctor is like blood work. Blood work can also help you with your nutrition and.
Sorry, y'all. I saw the price.
I
saw the price of the scale. Oh Lord Jesus.
What it say?
It's 4 numbers. So bro, that joins 6 racks.
Well, there are some. Okay,
that's the low end.
There are different in-body scales though. So you can get an Omicron scale. Not Omicron. Omron. OMRON. It's about $80. It's a handheld. It's a scale that y'all. It looks like this.
You can get an in-body that you stand on for $320.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So there's different levels of body scales.
Okay.
So there's different levels of in-body scales, but the primary thing of how they track the number is when you go barefoot on the scale, it sends an electronic signal through your body. How long that signal takes from going up to back down is how they really measure it. So that's why there are different levels to in-body scale.
Yeah. But but you're telling us, for those who are wanting to get into this and really, really focus on what matters, in-body. Oh, wait. What's the term of the scale?
In-body. INBODY.
Mm-hmm. In-body scale is what we can get, and we can get one for about $80.
Mm-hmm. They're cheaper versions, yes. And it gives you, and you only really need to do it once, and then get it every couple months to just see what your numbers are. Because we're talking about healthy. We're talking about being healthy.
Yeah.
I'm not paying $350 to get on that joint one. I guess to take
once a month.
the full advantage of it just once every whatever. But I weigh myself every morning. Like my routine, I weigh myself in the morning after I go to the bathroom because I just know like that's my baseline and I'm consistent, so I know where my weight is.
Mm-hmm. So here's like, and I'm gonna talk to y'all like I talk to my clients. Do you care about what you weigh or what you look like?
What I look like?
No, what I look like. Because look, I saw an extra love handle last week.
So now that's the key component of this thing. And this, what do you look like, and how often do you look at yourself to the point where you get disgusted?
Yeah,
I'm gonna use the word disgusted at what you look like.
Yeah,
because when you become disgusted or you be like, "Yo, I can't do this anymore," is really when you make the decision. Like for me, I know what that looks like, and I know I'll be like, "Yo." So, random and fun fact: my wife is pregnant with our second child right now, right?
Oh,
so
congratulations!
Right, so 2 times that. Let's see if it's a boy. I got a girl right now. I definitely want a boy, but healthy kid is a healthy kid. When she starts eating off her track, for those of us who are married or with a significant other, when your wife or whoever starts eating off track, they force it upon you.
Yeah.
Oh, you want a cookie? No. Get my life together. Why?
Bro,
Today is Thursday.
My wife
hey, that happened today.
This happened to me twice this week already. On Monday, I was like, my normal routine just to even keep my weight in check for nutrition. I usually do 2 protein shakes and like 1 healthy meal.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I do a shake in the morning, eat my lunch and whatever while I'm here at the club, go home, have another shake, call it a day, get the kid ready, maybe snack on something else. So I already had my mindset like this. I even usually do juicing like kale, all this stuff on Mondays too. She came home, I'm chilling. Dinner's ready. What do you mean dinner ready? Like I had already mentally shut myself down. Not only did she had fixed my bowl. So now
and you bet not refuse.
So that is very tough. And so that's we talking about having a conversation of being, married with kids or just relationship and then you deal with kids. Yeah. You gotta have your plan for yourself, but then account for like the stuff that may go wrong.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
So weekends, I don't even try them on weekends. I just try and exercise on weekends.
Yeah.
Because she had me driving. Listen, I told you I don't live in the hood no more. So I had to drive 30, 45 minutes to go get some soul food because my wife she saw a picture on Sunday of my dad and them were at a soul food restaurant in Vegas. Everybody in Chicago went to the Bears game in Vegas last weekend. So my dad was in Vegas. They found a soul food restaurant in Vegas. So she saw a picture and was like, "Where can I get some? I want this." This is what I want.
Bro.
So I go look it up. I'm like,
here we go.
Drive to the hood.
So random side question. Your wife is Polish. Is she like straight Polish or is she mixed?
No, she's full Polish.
And she like soul food?
No, my wife is from Poland.
Oh. Yeah.
My wife is like soul food from 8 years. Well, listen, me and my wife been together for a number of years. Okay, so now we got to talk about the first time she even had soul food, she came to my people's house for Thanksgiving. And you know how white people are when the first time they had some food. She was like, and listen, and my family loved her. She loved her. They loved her since so she's sitting in like the big chair. She does not. She was like, those carrots were good. Carrots? We had no goddamn
carrots. Those are some delicious
carrots.
Did she some yams, some collard greens?
So
she was full.
She was full. So this over the course of almost 6 years or something like that. So she ain't got used to it. She ain't got the taste of it. Christmas, Thanksgiving, my family is one of them families that cook. So she eat jerk the whole night. Like listen. As my friends say, I got a white woman without the benefits of a white woman. She's on this side now.
But wait, hold up. Does she use Shasheries? Does she use Tony Shasheries?
Oh, see, I'm the cooker, but yes, it's in the house.
Oh, okay.
It's in the house.
What you said was Shasheries?
Well, no, and then when you said Tony, I'm like, okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry. I mean, you know what I'm saying. I only know the homie by the last name. He ain't came to the block in a minute.
Look, up in the north, we say Tony's.
Tony's.
Bro. All right, so cool. So we talked about the things to look for and all that good stuff. How do we do that? Like, how do we? So I know you gotta be dedicated and things like that. But like for people like me, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm asking for a friend, and the friend is me. Like low key, like.
Sure, I'm saying myself. I'm asking myself. We're talking about myself here. Let's go.
Yeah. And so I'm not necessarily in your boat where my wife is pregnant. Praise God. But listen.
Come on, go ahead.
It's just like for me, I have a desire to be healthier, and I know if I was single without kids, like bro, I'd be all on it. Okay, now I got 2 kids, and now I got a wife. And my wife, she's like, oh, I want to lose weight. I want to lose weight. I want to lose weight. Oh, I'm about to eat this cookie for lunch during lunchtime. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
so here's what I've learned for myself, and then even prior to. So my wife is into fitness and eating right and all that stuff too. Granted, I've learned that most of the time, me and her are never on the same path at the same time. Because like she'd be like, I'm doing intermittent fasting now. Since when? Okay.
Do I get to eat? That's
so that's why most of the time we don't cook for each other. Like I listen, I go grocery shopping myself because I don't know what you're gonna be on this week, and you don't know what I'm gonna be on. So we just but what I've learned is overall household wise, we don't buy any outside food. Monday through Friday we cook.
Okay.
Monday through Thursday we cook. Put like that. Monday through Thursday we cook. Friday, Saturday, if I want something special, then I'll make it. So YouTube has been over the last year my amazing friend, and I got an Instagram page called Fit Me and Cook.
Yeah.
So I'm a super fan of his. I got his app, the whole 9. When it comes to making something delicious, I'm gonna make it myself.
Yeah.
So we try to limit when we're on our A game. We probably only eating out once a week. Really on our A game, we're probably only eating out twice a month, if that, because most of the time if I want a burger, if I want something out of the ordinary, like I said, if I want a Chick-fil-A, I know how to make Chick-fil-A in the air fryer.
Yeah.
Like, I got really good during COVID of making the recipes that I wanted. So that's how I learned my eating habits. So I cook a lot more now. Granted, with kids and with family and all that, I only do that on the weekends. Like, we want something special, I will do that on a Friday night or Saturday. Even on a Sunday, I will take the time to go grocery shopping and ask, do you want to make this? And I will share a great couple of YouTube pages that I follow. A couple of these women, they got some dope food. Like a girl named Terry Ann's Kitchen and all that. Got some amazing recipes that she posts like 2 or 3 times a week. That be like, oh, do you want this? Cool. Then I will go grocery shopping for it, and then we'll make it. So now it's taking out the guesswork of like eating healthy should not be boring, and you should also not be starving.
Yeah. Hey man,
I've never been a starver. I will never tell you be hungry or starve yourself.
Yeah.
You should eat, but you have to find recipes that fit your taste buds, or it does not work.
Now you just talking about everyday living. You're not talking about like show prep, right?
No, I'm talking about everyday living.
Okay, I was about to say, look, because back when I was prepping for a show, my coach was like, "You're going to be hungry." Like,
oh no, we're talking about everyday living.
Okay, I'm just making sure because I, you know, what I'm saying, I'm in my head.
I'm a regular person. I've been in shape. My lowest my body fat has been 8%. Right now it's in the double digits. And
hey, welcome to the club. It's a party.
So but I'm talking about for the average person who's like, I just want to feel better, be healthier, and then if I can get some semblance of an ab again, we're like go there. But most
are those recipes hard?
No, I don't make hard recipes.
Okay, so here's why I asked, because we do a lot of like spaghetti and casseroles and pastas and things like that, because my wife literally, she gets to the office at 7:30, she gets home at like 5:30, and she's more the cook. And so I just like every now and then I'm like, okay, yo, let me do this. But you know what I'm saying, I'm working full time too. And so the girls go to bed at 7:00. So we don't have a lot of time. So we're not trying to
15 to 30 minutes.
Huh?
15 to 30 minutes.
Okay. So what we do is we got like a little, say we'll have like a little container like this, a little cup, and we have popsicle sticks in there, and they all have different like sausage and spaghetti and things like that. And so what we'll do on Sunday, my wife, she'll pull 3 and she'll be like, all right, these are the 3 things we're going to have for dinner this week. And I have some leftovers. And so I'm thinking, yo, I need to get on these websites and get some more recipes. Cause we have probably about 40, but honestly, like a lot of them are casseroles and I'm like, yo, like, bro, the pasta is, I mean, I love it, but.
So here's a prime example. And I love that you brought up the pasta thing. It's most people never think, and because they're not exposed to it, and because you've never been exposed to it, it's not on your radar. You don't notice an easy swap to just go zucchini noodles.
Mm-hmm. And those are good, bro.
Like it's easy.
You can just get those at the store at Walmart.
Yeah.
No, I don't do the shopping in the house. My wife does it. She does it on the app, picks it up.
Oh yeah. So,
but I think there's a need for education on it too. Like we have to educate ourselves, and like I think for me, it's been my own personal goal. Like I don't think I've gone down, I've gone up, I've gone down, I've gone up, and that's just because of consistency, right? Mm-hmm. But I don't, man. Whatever they do in the house is what they do. And early on the news this morning, but I was chin checked this morning because on the news this morning they were talking about childhood obesity, and I'm looking at my kid like that shouldn't be an issue in my house, like not when I can
obese.
She's not obese, but then when I'm looking at what she eats and how healthy you know what I mean? Like, because it's what we eat and what we put in our body. Like, yeah, she can dance and stuff all day, but if she's not refueling properly, then it's not gonna, it's gonna make her, not perform well. So,
bro, is that Lulu?
Oh yeah,
I hear Lulu playing with a dog toy. I'm like, what is that noise?
What is that noise? Look, and I get so used to it, I just ignore it. But I think it's really important. And for me, on my end, it has been like, man, if I can be the example, then they will start coming along. And if I keep going, eventually, but I've always told my wife, like, man, you can't complain. Like, you got to do something. Complaining about it is not gonna, like, you got to be mad enough, like you said, Tez, you got to be mad enough, you got to be disgusted enough with yourself so much where you want to do something to change. So
no, I dig it. And so something simple that we did was, one, we just, like, my daughter's 4, well, she'll be 4 in December. She's only known healthy food. Like, and this is, I mean, not like trying to be funny about it. Like, we don't have candy in the house.
Yeah.
We don't have junk in, like, we don't buy it. We go, and it's very normal for her. She can name you every fruit and vegetable on the scale.
Yeah.
Like, she's the only 3-year-old that but like, I want some.
I'm like
guacamole and chips. She's like, I want guacamole and chips. Like, she eats guac. I didn't start eating guac until I was like 20-something. Like, So she eats raw fruits and she eats raw vegetables.
Yeah.
She's weird like that, but I don't think I remember, and I'm trying to think of as a kid, seeing or thinking it was acceptable. Like, if she see you chopping up like bell peppers or something, she'd be like, give me one.
Yeah.
Then she just grabbed a bell pepper or something and just
eat it.
Yeah.
Which, if you're from the South or some places, that's perfectly normal.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, like, I eat bell peppers like that all the time.
No, like that. So she only eats, like, we only buy grapes and stuff like that. Now, granted, when we do buy candy, it's rare.
Yeah.
So she wants it, but it's not in the house.
Yeah.
Like, her biggest thing is probably a lollipop and suckers and stuff like that, which they need.
You making me feel bad.
Like, she got to ask for it. We don't.
But you said something really good, and I think parents have to realize you have the power. Like, we have the power to shape our kids to be whatever they become. And when if we introduce healthy habits to them in an early age, like you said, all they know is healthy habits. But it's when we start introducing the extra stuff is when they become, rotten and out of control. Because you know what? We don't even have candy in our house. But I'm noticing, like, you know, the Pop-Tarts, the cereal, the sugar, bro. We go through sugar in here, like.
So, and I don't want to make you feel bad. We don't even have. She don't even eat cereal.
Nah, that's smart.
We have cereal, but I eat cereal. She don't. I give
Wow.
like I eat, adult
She don't
cereal.
even eat like Cheerios, like as a snack. Like,
her snacks is goldfish, which is kid crack. Trying to think. She eat a lot of puffs, so we get like the puffs and popcorn and stuff like that.
Which like you could eat like 70 of them boys and get like 2 calories.
Right. So she eats all the light, airy type stuff. So
yeah.
I grew up eating Pop-Tarts. My wife can't even like Pop-Tarts. She'd be like, you used to eat Pop-Tarts? I'm like, a brown sugar Pop-Tart is delicious. What are you
smacks.
So, also, because my wife is Polish and from Poland, her first experience in American food made her, one, fat, and two, gave her a lot of cavities. Americans are used to the amount of sugar that we have.
Yeah.
So,
we got a lot of sugar, bro.
So our teeth are used to it from a young age. Her teeth, the amount of cavities, she got like a bunch of cavities in like the first 2 years of her being here because how much sugar's added to all the food that we buy here.
Wow.
Versus in Poland, Europe has a different regulation. Europe has different regulations on what
Yeah. Bro, Europe is just like, in some aspects, just like way more advanced than us. I was yesterday years old when I found out like the reason they have their money is different sizes. Like $1 might be certain size. So like how we have a coin, a penny, nickel, and dime, like that's like their dollar and blah, blah, blah. And like the reasoning for that is so people that are blind or visually impaired can tell how much money they have.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
It makes sense. Yeah. I'm like, bro, unless you got $100 bill and you can feel that little streak mark on there, you don't. And so, anyways, but whatever. But so we really have that much more added sugar in our stuff?
Bro. Yes.
Oh, so TikTok. I've known this beforehand, but then, granted, the world of YouTube and TikTok has expanded on the conversations and people differences. But I've always known that, especially in talking to my wife, like. You familiar with the store Aldi, right?
Yeah.
Aldi's is a European store.
Mm-hmm.
It's a European grocery store. Mm-hmm. Now go into an Aldi's and look how the store is set up. When you first walk in, you see what?
Vegetables.
And then you have the open freezer. You have all of that. Everything is even rotated a certain way. Like you never see out of season fruits in Aldi.
Mm-mm.
That's a reason because you're not supposed
so like low key. I intentionally avoid Aldi.
Why?
I guess.
Why?
Because it's different.
Yeah, I like what I like, and so I think I went into it like 2 times, and I was like, that just don't make no sense.
And Aldi's my favorite store. So if you're not a grocery shopping type person, I would suggest you go to Aldi. The reason why is because everything is very organized. 2, their selection of, let's say, either vegan options or healthier options, Aldi has moved to remove a lot of like certain ingredients out of their stores.
Yeah.
You can't even have certain ingredients in the store, in your products. So if you want to make a healthier decision on accident, I will go to Aldi first.
Yeah. That makes sense.
You're like, all right, if I walk into Aldi, the amount of BS that I can granted, they still got cookies, pies, and all this stuff anyway, but it's not like your normal grocery store.
Yeah.
Which you have to go look for the healthy options.
Yeah.
Already the healthy options are in front of you. In a regular grocery store, you got to go find the healthy stuff.
You got to walk through the bread, the cookies, the cake.
You got to walk past all the cookies. And then they put the cookies at the front too.
Yeah. That's the first thing you
not my Walmart. Not my, they put, actually my Walmart, they got the fruits, and then right after the fruits, they got the alcohol.
Right.
I don't need to go no farther. I'm good.
So as far as the eating habits, I always tell my, like, as far as lifestyle, 1, change what you buy. Right? And then change your standard of what you buy. That's a household thing. If you want your kids to eat better, get them involved in the cooking process.
Yeah.
In the choices. So my daughter bakes. Like, she likes the process of baking. She likes the process of all that. So she's involved in the cooking. It's not foreign to her. It's not like, she rarely will like, give me grapes, give me pears, give me apples, give me, nectarines, whatever like that. So she's very used to fruits and vegetables and that sort of. Now, if she's around my dad, her grandparents, cousins, and all that, I say,
going down. Yeah.
Eat everything you want. She want my dad and them for a couple days. They went to Florida, whatever. I don't trip over that. Like I know grandparents gonna do what they gonna do. Yeah. They're gonna let her eat what she want to eat. Like granted, she's gonna come back sick as a dog.
Daddy, my tummy hurt.
In the house, we eat pizza. We do all of that. So we don't have the restriction like, oh, she can't eat certain things, which a lot of people think that my baby be vegan for some reason. I'm like, no, she eats your whole household. Like, don't do that. But then as far as fathers is concerned, as far as exercise, because I do want to touch on the topic.
Yes, let's talk about exercise.
Bro, I didn't look. We like 40 minutes in, and I was just like, bro, I'm still learning. Like, okay, what do I need to do? Like, I'm like, food. Okay, visceral muscle fat.
We're all touching. You obviously on my inbox, but I do want to get your listeners and fellas who like, all right, how do I do the exercise portion of it?
Yeah,
you got to change the standard of what you want your body to be.
Yeah. So,
for example, and what I mean by that is, if your standard of your body, okay, how old are your kids? Let me ask that.
1 and almost 3.
1 and 3? And you got a 13-year-old? And that's it?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you physically active with your kids?
Yep.
Yes.
Now, in a foot race, who wins? You or your 13-year-old?
I do. Every time.
Oh, I was...
Every time. Every time. I'ma never let her beat me.
Right. So, now, how long before that change happens? How long before the changing of the guard? And how long before you start pulling muscles? Is it she like, let's go right now? Do you gotta warm up?
Oh no, bro. We finna take off. Actually, I'm gonna take off before she say go.
So what I mean by that is like you change what you want your body and the standard of your body is. And what you want it to feel like and what you want it to look like.
Absolutely.
So once
can I say can I say that's really why I keep doing at least something every day, because I see so many black people, and I'm just saying black people in general, they get older and they can't get up off the couch, they can't get up off the floor. They can't, like I said, I don't want to be that dad. I don't want to be, now my idea, I want it to be that sexy dad. Like when you go to the beach, you go to the beach and I'm just like straight taking it off. Like, what's up, baby? I'm here, right? But I ain't there yet. But I knew that I did not want to be that dad that could not be the active one, the one that take off running, the one that they play tag with the friend. Now, I might run out of breath. I'm 40. I might run out of breath, but and I might feel sore afterwards, but I'm not like, oh man, let me warm up, let me stretch, let's go get it, bro. And that was a personal thing for me, bro. And that's what you said, Tez, was so, it's so true. It's like, seriously, we have to decide what do we want our body to be able to do at that certain age. And another thing that motivates me too, bro, is I look for 40 plus athletes. So I can be motivated. Like, I know I don't need to have a gut. There's people out here who are 40, 45, 50, 60 years old that's in shape and that's looking good.
Right. And then you got to find what's easy for you to be active.
And be consistent.
And that's, because, and I think about this all the time. Our bodies weren't designed to be as sedentary as they are.
Right.
And a lot of times, and this is the biggest myth, and I hate this, when people say my metabolism slowed down, that's what happened. No. Technically, but no, you got a car.
Slow down.
You start making money. So then when you start walking, you stop catching the bus.
Yeah.
So the amount of walking that you did change.
Yeah.
You start making a little bit more money, so the amount of eating that you start eating good.
Yeah.
Like, you were skipping meals at first because you didn't have no money. Now
now you eating 4-course meals 3 times a day.
Right. So your lifestyle changed. A lot of now it happens to all of us. Kids, work, all this stuff starts changing. So you got to find what makes it easy and convenient for you, or even if it's a struggle to get to the gym, once you get there, you feel like I'm here now. I can get my hour in, because an hour is only 4% of your day.
Yeah.
Even if it's 30 minutes, it's 2% of your day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, like some y'all got weather outside. That mean y'all can technically work out all year round. You have no excuse, right?
Yeah.
You can go all year round.
Yeah.
Once it get cold, they be like, all right, pack this up, throw the hoodie on. And hoodies and sweats are the biggest reason why people gain weight during the wintertime. You stop seeing your body.
Oh.
That's
good.
That's
good, bro.
That's crazy.
Hold on. That's good. Say that again.
The fall, change of weather, jogging pants, hoodies is the biggest reason why people gain weight because you stop seeing your body. You have there's no jeans is fixed. There's a size. It's 36, 34, whatever. You gotta be able to fit in that.
Hey, it's 38s too. Hey,
38, 40. You gotta be able to fit in that. Once you get sweats, it's just large, extra large.
Yeah.
So you don't know how big you've gotten until it's time to put the jeans back on.
Yeah.
And low key, like no shade, Kev. Kev is more vertically challenged than I am. Cause I you know what I'm saying? And so it might affect, shorter dads more in that winter time. Because I mean I'm 6'3". I'm 6'4". And so mine not necessarily, it doesn't really add on my waist.
I mean,
I can see it on a separate part, but you know what I'm saying, for the pants part of my legs, like that stays.
No, you'll see it around your midsection. The taller you are, it's random ass back fat and stuff that's like when you turn sideways, you may look good. I'm 6'1". So when you're taller, you straight up, you look fine. But when you turn sideways,
I intentionally turn to my side so I can get mad. Listen,
when you turn sideways, you be like,
I think, Kev, I told you this. I don't know if I told you, but bruh, I think it was 2 weeks ago. I was brushing my teeth in the morning. I didn't have a shirt on, so I'm just brushing my teeth, got my little electrical, toothbrush on, and just having a good time. And I'm looking at myself, and I'm like, okay. And I look on the right side, and I know I had already a little, like a little love handle, whatever. Bruh, I saw another little one forming under there, and I about cussed myself out in the mirror. I said, oh no, not today.
So that's the game of it. So you got to figure out okay, is it an extra couple push-ups in the morning? Is it, can I, and it can be a variety of different things, and use about being active. Yeah. So let's just say one day you do a yoga video. I'm a big proponent of overall more flexibility for people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? My rules of fitness is you should be able to touch your toes. You should be able to, if you fell on the floor, get up without having to turn over. So that means, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can you pick yourself directly up? Do you have to roll on your back and then sit up? Those are two different things.
Yeah.
If you figure it out later.
No, listen. So if you fell on your face, pick yourself back up, or do you have to roll over like an old lady and then sit up?
Hold on.
He gonna go try it. But so it takes.
I'm good.
Right. Now think of how many people off the top of your head that if they fail, they would have to roll over and then
that.
Exactly.
But that,
right. So that's based on your joints. That's based on upper body strength. That's based on overall flexibility. And then if you got chased by a dog, how far do you last before you pass out? Can you run the full block? Can you run the full block without dying at the end of that block?
Oh, at the end of the block?
Yeah. Can you make it?
I'll make the block, bro. I'll make the block.
Oh. There's a lot of people who couldn't make that block. There's a lot of people right now couldn't make that block.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So and that's simple. That's not even extravagant. That's very simple.
Yeah.
Can you touch your toes straight up, straight up now, reach to the toes? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
If you fail, could you get yourself back up?
Yeah.
And if a hard ass, you gotta get it.
Yeah.
Could you get it without pulling something, tearing something
So this
go ahead, Kev.
Real quick. This is what I got because I know we got a lot of people intrigued. So we talked about nutrition. We talked about fitness, 30 to 40 or 30 to an hour a day. Yeah. Find something that you're good at doing, something that makes you happy, but find something that you can be consistent with. It could be yoga. It could be stretch. Can it be stretching? Is yoga stretching?
Yeah, it's yoga is stretching. It
So
can be in the pool. Let's say you get in the pool, your local gym. You know what I'm saying? You get 30 to 45 minutes. No, but get in the pool because also it takes the pressure off your joints. So that's why I'm a big proponent of swimming, getting in the pool. So a lot of people don't like working out because it hurts. Like their knees start hurting and stuff like that. You get in the pool, even if you can't swim, even if you walk, you active. Finding classes. A lot of women are attracted to classes. Fellas, if men don't like going to classes for some random reason, they just want to go to the gym and do that. But if a guy can get in a class or you find a support group, then those groups make it easier because then you connect with somebody and like, oh man, I ain't seen you in a week. Oh, where you been at? Oh,
that's good.
And that's the biggest part of what I do.
That's like the power of Camp Gladiator.
Yeah. So that's the biggest part of what I do as my job is that outside of this space, we connect with my clients. So we're helping my clients along with, so what you eat this week?
Yeah.
Oh, you go work out?
Being personal.
Check in on Facebook. Like, that's my job.
Yeah.
You said you're supposed to do X, Y, and Z. I didn't see you post about it. I didn't see you talk about it. Where you been at?
Yeah. So what I was getting to was how long does it take to see results? Because I know, like, man, okay, I'm working on my nutrition.
It takes as long as it takes.
I'm working on my nutrition, man. I'm working on working out, man. But I ain't seen nothing. I ain't seen no change. So, like, realistically, like, what if somebody is really serious that's on here, they're listening, they've been taking notes, they're getting their stuff together. They're like, man, next week I'm gonna start. Results wise, what they're looking for is the body change. We're talking about body change, not necessarily weight, but we're talking about body fat, and your intestines, fat, and arteries, and all that good jazz. But how long would it really take for realistically for a person to start seeing change?
Give yourself at least 21 days.
21 days.
And
surprisingly, Tez has a 21-day challenge that I started and failed.
I do one every month, but 21-day challenges. And we usually do them over the course of 90 days. You do 21 days, and it's just, you may not get it right the first time.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you want to, for the next 21 days, I'm going to do it. Then you can review and say, what I did right, what did I falter at, what do I need to get better at, and then try it again. Until it becomes habits. Then your workout routine becomes a habit.
Yeah.
You feel worse not going to the gym versus going to the gym. You're like, damn, this is the gym this week. I need to, it's been a couple of days.
Absolutely.
Damn, I've been eating really bad. I need to so doing challenges and taking the days just to say I'm developing a habit, right? It becomes, it doesn't become all or nothing anymore.
That's good.
So when a person who eats healthy normally, right? Most people, if you're not a healthy eater, you always say I'm gonna start on Monday. or the first or whatever. But when you normally eat a certain way, you just say I'm gonna do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
The timeline shrinks from when you restart.
Yeah.
You be like, oh, it was just one bad weekend, you don't trip over it.
I like that. I like that right there. Like if you miss or when you mess up, it's just one bad day. Like don't quit the whole 21 days because you just had one bad day. Just continue to push through and then reevaluate how you can do better the next go around. My question is, the next go around, do I take a break? Like, so I hit my 21 days. Do I take like a rest and then come back for the next 21 days? Or do I just go straight into the next 21 days?
Give yourself a couple. If you feel like you did your thing, then take a couple of days. I really say you really only need a weekend. Like once you become addicted or used to your body feeling a certain way, and I'm stressing this enough. When you're used to your body feeling a certain way, then you go back to it. So it's the same way if you're a coffee drinker or if you're a caffeine drinker, you're used to that level of caffeine. So when you don't have it, you do what's necessary to get that feeling again.
Yeah. If
you're a person that works out regularly and then you stop doing so, your body feels a certain way.
Yeah. Yep.
When you're eating healthy, your body feels a certain way. And then as soon as you start eating fast food or something, your stomach immediately and your body says, nope. What are you doing?
You got the BGs. You got the bubble guts.
Get it out.
You bloated, bubble gut. All like your body be like, yo, I thought we was eating healthy. Fried food. Like, what we doing?
Yeah,
so you're gonna go back to the way you used to do, or you can be like, nah, I need to go back to my fruits, vegetables. Like, I can't do this. Like, my body is like, it doesn't like this. It doesn't like it. So that's what I mean by you. Once you get consistent with it, you do it 21 days at a time. But you're like, oh, I like the way I feel.
Yeah.
Well, look, I see some scale results. I see a little bit. Okay, cool. Keep it going.
Wifey looking at me a little. She gave me a little wink, and she's
acknowledge yourself. Take pictures in 21-day increments.
Nice.
So take pictures, necessarily scale, but take pictures in 21-day increments. 3 to 4 week increments.
Okay.
Always take pictures because the scale may not move. But then the road may be gone.
Yeah. So stop right there. Anybody that's interested in this 21-day challenge, my boy, he got it for you. Make sure you go check it out. Where they can find it? Where they can find the 21 Fit?
Oh yeah, you can hit me up Instagram, SweatWith Swagg. You can follow our nutrition club. We always got information about it. Yeah,
because that's good. That's good information, man. Because like I never really thought you should change it up every so often. So that's good. Like when you hit that 21 days, take a weekend off, get back into it because now you're in a routine, so you don't want to stop it. Now, should I ever change my routine? And this is a bonus question. Should I ever change? Like how some people say, man, you can only do you should work out some certain way for 3 months, and then you should make a change or adjustment for the next 3 months. Like. Should I change? Should I take a break? Like, winter comes. Should I put my work?
So that's a question specifically towards weightlifting.
Okay.
So when somebody's trained, like you're training muscles, that's when they're changing routine. That's every 4 to 6 weeks. So for example, he knows this. If you're lifting weights a specific way, then your muscle memory kicks in around like 6 weeks. Okay. So then you may have to switch the days up or something like that. But let's just say you swimming or you playing basketball or you playing soccer, like you doing something active like that, then you can do that as long as you like physically remain active.
That makes sense.
So that's the difference in that is, hey, man.
Yeah, I mean, well, and so it also just depends though too. Like if you're a runner, like you don't want to just. I mean, so when you run, you're working out certain muscles. What is it called? Those are not your slow twitch, but it's not your fast twitch muscles. Right. And so you're not building as much, and so it's a different workout, and obviously it changes how your body looks. So depending on how you want your body to look, depends on what you want to do. So when I was bodybuilding, my coach was having me doing sprints because he wanted me to still get that hit cardio, but he wanted me to keep working on my fast twitch muscles to keep that shape. And so, I mean, I guess whatever it is, your flow, man, do it. You know what I'm saying? Right. My chiropractor, he don't like me to just bike or just walk. He likes me to lift some weights too. That's another thing though, too, y'all. Go to the chiropractor, bro. Like, it
does help. It does help. Huh? I used to go all the time. Yeah.
Bro, my chiropractor, he is a CrossFit athlete. And so he knows that I was an athlete. And so he helps me with like a lot of my older issues that I had. But he's really good about like teaching you the basics and like, Josh, he's like, you're good now, but I need you to be good next year. You know what I'm saying? And so I need you to work on your mobility. Just do this every day. This little rotate. And I'm just like, that's why I love him. Cause I'm just like, he just gives me those tips because he is an athlete. And so he knows how my body functions or how my body should function. Yeah. So that's another tip. Yeah. Go to the chiropractor, y'all. Before we get out of here, Kev, I know Kev was trying to wrap us up already. Taz, you got to go. Your baby already sleep, bro. But bro, you give us.
He's not, but we're good. Well, yeah.
Bro, I mean, it is what it. I think.
Well, she's laying in my spot in the bed, so yeah.
Yeah.
Kick out. Bro, I know you're giving us a lot, man. But is there anything else that you want to give some dads out there like that are, kind of, you know what I'm saying? They struggling with this journey, bro. Like they like, yo, like I want to get fit, man, but you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Make a plan, and don't make excuses.
Mm-hmm.
No, when I say make a plan, like I'm gonna go on this day, and if you feel, have somebody also hold you accountable. Like I think sometimes as men, we don't want to be held accountable by other people, but find somebody who be like, "Yo, I thought you said you was doing." Like,
bro, here's the problem. I know you've seen this comment out there though. It's just like, but accountability feels like being attacked when what does it say? Like
I know exactly what you're talking about. I know it feels like men attacked when you don't want to when you don't want to do something. I can't remember.
Something like that. But here's what it links back to. So last week we had the homie Prince on here, and Prince was talking about TikTok and things like that. Yeah. And so I've been on my TikTok game, testing a couple different things out and blah, 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 and tweaking and things like that. And I had a busy week, and I just let TikTok kind of like, I wasn't doing my thing. And so first of all, I got pissed because he texted me at 10:30, bro. I'm asleep at 8. And I'm like, me and the wifey, we watching this episode or whatever, and I get 3 text messages. I'm like, man, who the hell is texting me? And but he was like, bro, he's like, Jay, he's like, what's going on with your TikTok? And but it was just that accountability. Like, he's like, yo, like you said you want to do this. I'm here for you. Like, let's get it. And I was just like, bro, like I appreciate that, because there's not enough people that want to really be accountability partners, but there's also not enough people that really care about their accountability. They'll be like, yo, yeah, I got busy. I wasn't doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Bet. Going about your life. But like when you have people that are truly being accountable with you in your life, it's a whole different vibe.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So,
KB, go ahead. No, what you about to say?
I said no. It's as simple as you figure it out and figure what you want to do. You make a plan to do it, and then don't trip over if you can't, like, if the week don't go the way you want it to go.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
I like that one. That's good,
man. Y'all go and walk them dogs. Y'all got them dogs your baby asked for. They're sitting in the house. They're sitting in the backyard. Go take that dog for a walk. Actually, because that's what helped me, man. Low key. We bought our baby girl a dog, and the dog needs to go for a walk. And I naturally have been going for walks on my own, but it has just been an extra motivator. So it's like, man, I know in order for this dog to be healthy, and, we have expenses with this animal. So I just, I need a good investment out of it. So it needs to be healthy. I need to be healthy. So, fellas, if you have a pet in the house, like, let that help be the motivation. And it helps your kid too, to know how to properly take care of the pet. So that's my nugget, man. One of the things that's helped me get back out there has been like taking care of the family pet and making sure they get the exercise as well. I
like that, man. Yo, and while you walk in, make sure you liking the podcast, homie, because I know y'all ain't got nothing to do. You know what I'm saying? While y'all out there, go ahead, run them likes up, man. Run the subscriptions up. Run the shares up, yo. Like this, we've been doing this for almost a year. Like, you know what I'm saying? We ain't been doing nothing big, but we've been doing it for almost a year, man. But we really appreciate everybody rocking with us, guys. Thank you so much. Keep sharing the podcast. Until next week, y'all take care. We love you. Peace.